Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt so incredibly comfortable in the presence of a new person for no reason? And I mean someone who, right off the bat, you feel so comfortable with them that you can just go forth and tell them your biggest, darkest secrets, and you'll know that they'll either understand or come from a place that doesn't come from judgment. I don't think people really realize just how powerful your energy is and how your energy is literally the first thing that people will notice about you. I've noticed that a lot of people in my life will tell me that I am very calm, cool, and collected, and it's weird because it's people that I was not necessarily extremely close with, but just by how powerful your presence is, they're able to notice that without even really knowing you and really knowing your life. Hi, my name is Emmy. Thank you for coming back to my channel and thank you for watching this video. I think we can all agree that a person will show up externally based on how they're doing internally. Your external self will always reflect your internal self, meaning that if you're not doing okay, people are automatically going to take notice in the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you act, the way you dress. It's very evident when someone is internally not doing well. These things are your silent messengers, and they're always going to portray the truth on how you really are doing and who you really are as a person. So that's why I feel like it's so important to introspect and to really get to know yourself so that externally you can show up how you want to be, because internally you're fixed, or at least you have an understanding of how you are. You have to get to know yourself internally, and you have to understand why you are the way you are and why you behave the way you behave. What did you go through that caused you to be this way? And based on all of that, then you can make the choice of deciding if you want to stay that person or what type of person you want to become or evolve into. And I feel like typically people who are very calm, cool, collected, unbothered, etc., they have a sense of understanding who they are. They have a sense of direction. They have a sense of themselves. And that's why externally they portray themselves the way they do. Because, yeah, they're authentic. They're coming from a place of themselves. They're showing up for themselves. And, yeah, your external self is obviously going to reflect that. So, jumping right into it, I would say the best way to become calm, cool, and collected, and to just be someone who gives people peace of mind and who gives people a sense of comfort that is so rare these days, is to know your internal self, know the way you are, know who you are, know who you want to be, and do anything and everything in your power to grow and become a better version of yourself. And of course, you're going to feel calm. You're going to feel calm because you're portraying yourself how you typically are. You're being authentic, you're being natural, there's no faking. When someone knows themselves, how can you say that they're not collected and they're not in tune with their emotions and they're not in tune with their thoughts and their mental capacities and their emotional, physical capacities? Like, how can you say that a person who knows themselves is not going to be collective with their life, their self, and everything that surrounds them? And yeah, they're fucking cool, because there is nothing cooler than being authentic and being your true self and not trying to be like someone else or not faking things. That is so cool and that is so genuine, and that is something that people automatically would notice about you. I also think with having a peace of mind, being calm, cool, and collected, being unbothered and living unbothered is understanding that you are in control. And this is something that I fortunately mentally picked up about 2 years ago, and I feel like overall this has really evolved me to be more unbothered and more calm and more collected, because I am in control of everything that comes from me. I can't control what happens to me. I can't control this person talking shit about me, this person not liking me, this person feeling this way about me. I can't control that. I can't control any of that. So why the hell am I going to stress about it? What I can control is how I respond to them, and how you respond to something really is a true reflection of your character. But the biggest thing to really understand is that you are in control of your life. You are in control of who comes in and out of your life. You are in control of what you decide to do with your life. And you're in control of how you respond to life. You can't tell me that you're not in control of your reality. Tomorrow, if you wanted to become a lawyer, you would go to school, go to law school, do the tests, do the exams, pass them, and become a fucking lawyer because you wanted to. You have that control in your life. So, yeah, you're the creator of your reality, and you're also in control of how you respond or react to things. Again, I can't control what happens to me. I can't control how people react to me or what people do to me, but I can control how I respond to them. So you are in control of how you respond to an argument. You are in control of how you respond to road rage. You are in control of how you respond to poor customer service. And what I keep in mind whenever I'm in these difficult situations and my character is really being tested, I don't value being disrespected. So just because I don't value being disrespected does not allow me to disrespect you because you're disrespecting me. Do you get what I'm saying? There is so much calmness that comes from this mentality and understanding that whatever happens, happens. You're not in control of how people act, but you are in control of what you allow from other people. If I have someone in my life who is constantly disrespecting me, and I don't allow disrespect from others or myself, I am in control of how I respond to that situation, and I'm gonna respond by giving them the boot and kicking them out of my fucking life because I don't need you. Moral of the story, whatever you're not in control about, you can't stress about. It's not worth it, and the peace of mind that comes from this is unexplainable, and it's like a weight being lifted off your shoulders. It feels so damn good, really embodying this mentality. And finally, I think personally, there's so much calmness in my life whenever I sit down and really realize that my life is happening right now. So, you need to understand that your life is right now. I used to be, and I still do get sometimes very anxious whenever I think ahead. I think of the future. I think of my future. I think of what if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? Of course, I'm I have anxiety. I start to bite my nails. I'm anxious. How am I going to be calm when I am devoting so much time to something that hasn't happened yet and to something that is kind of uncertain? And again, this goes back to not stressing about what you can't control. I can't control the future. Yes, of course, I can do things now that will help me in the future and that will hopefully get me to where I want to be. You know, I can like set up like a little pathway, but I can't control my future happening exactly how I want it to happen to a T. I think this is the biggest life lesson when it comes to being calm and being unbothered, is understanding that your life is right now. I mean, think about it, like whenever you're showering, why am I going to start to think ahead into the future and think about what I need to do and who I need to respond to, who I need to text, who I need to call? All of this things that will happen that I will eventually come to, but right now I'm not at yet. Why am I going to start stressing about them right now when I'm in the damn shower and all I have to do is take a damn shower? So my biggest suggestion to you, or my biggest piece of advice, would be to be mindful of the moments. Enjoy the little things in life because your life is happening right now. And patience really is the biggest virtue. I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were talking about how going to the gym really gives you a full on demonstration, a full on example of just how powerful patience is. If you are going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week or however much time you want to go, you're being consistent, you're eating well, you're moving your body, you're doing everything you have to do, the only thing that is stopping you from getting the results that you want is literally time. Because you're not going to go to the gym once and then overnight have the body you want. You have to wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. You have to be mindful of that. You have to be mindful that you're doing everything you can right now that is going to get you to where you eventually want to be. But the only thing that you can't control is time. But again, live your day, day by day. Live your day to the fullest. Live your day to the do the best you can every day, and be intentional with your things, and be intentional with your activities, and intentional with what you're saying, because every day is a test, and what you do that day will determine how your life is going to be. How do you expect to be calm, cool, and collected if you spend every day fighting with your mom, fighting with your siblings, fighting with your boyfriend, fighting with your friends, partaking in negative activities? How the hell do you think calmness, collectiveness, and coolness is going to stem from you? But another thing that I like to really practice in my everyday life is, again, being intentional with my time and the things that I'm doing, and identifying what things are for a later time. What is a later problem? So like, let me give you an example. Whenever I sit down to do homework and I see all these different assignments that I have, or whenever you're like going through your to-do list and you have all these different things to do, I pick one that needs my most immediate attention. It's urgent, I need to do it now, and everything else is a later problem. Like, I will literally tell myself, this is a later problem, I will deal with this when I come to it, when I have to. Right now I'm focusing on this. And that is so powerful within itself, because your time is not divided, it's focused in on one thing, and of course there's going to be so much damn stillness that comes from that. But moral of the story, be mindful of your life. Be mindful of what you're doing. Your life is right now. The future will come. The past has already happened. Being mindful in every aspect of your life is going to cause you to slow your life down. It's going to cause you to be more present. It's going to cause your energy to flourish. It's going to cause you to upgrade as a person, really, and to grow. And people are going to take notice. Externally, you're going to show up that way as well. And trust me when I say that people admire that. People admire authenticity, generosity, comfort. People admire that. People notice it right off the bat. And I don't think there's anything more beautiful than becoming a role model to others and letting your light shine on others so they can do the same with their life. But with all of this being said, thank you for watching this video. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.